Well, it started off Seth and the Masked Men all coming to the ring, and Seth starts talking and telling everybody that he's going to eliminate the Vision. He's going to kill Paul Heyman, and then
Anybody that stands with Heyman.
anybody that
And
stands
that's
with
when I said,
Heyman.
well, it's Brock.
Yeah. I got that feeling the moment he came out and he started cutting the promo talking about the Vision. And I just, even before he said anyone that stands, I'm like, I've got a feeling Brock's going to come out right now.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
it just felt like it made too much sense. And then Paul Heyman comes out. He might be the best method actor in wrestling history because he comes out, his right eye is red. He looks like hell. Because you know what?
Kudos to the makeup artist.
Absolutely. Or what was it when Solo and his bunch sent him
Put him
through
through
the
the
table?
table.
They said he was up for like 36 hours.
Hmm.
Like he made him purple, like the bags under his eyes. He was
Right.
in no rest, and he made himself purposely look that bad. So something
Right.
tells me that was real. He might have been
Right.
up, or they might have done something to his eye that irritated his eye, but
Let let me
yeah,
before we get into Brock coming out, let me ask you
yeah.
this. I know they cut back to a segment with the Vision.
Hmm.
Did he ever say anything about what LA Knight did to him in the ambulance?
No, no,
Okay.
I don't.
I'm just making sure I
Well,
didn't
I
miss
was
that.
getting ready to ask you that because I was gonna, I've been putting babies to bed and doing bath time, and I was still watching, but there was times where I couldn't be fully focused on it. I was going to
That
ask
was the
you. I'm
only other
like,
time he was on.
okay, I was about to say, did I miss something
And
in
I
there?
didn't miss him say it at the start, right? When he
Yeah,
came
right,
out. He
right.
didn't say anything about it.
No, no.
So what the fuck? I mean, how do you build that up and not pay it off with
Yeah.
something?
And he's still talking about like, when he confronts the Usos, like, okay, well, we've got this thing with the Vision. I don't want you to go into this bloodline thing. We never saw the Usos outside of backstage stuff. We didn't see Logan Paul or Austin Theory outside of backstage stuff. They didn't necessarily need to be there. They might even tape that earlier in the day. Just
Yeah,
ran the
that
video
it
of it.
honestly could have. It could have been go home.
Or that could have been last week. They could have
Yeah.
shot that last week for all we know. But back to the start, Heyman's out there and he starts to cut that promo. But I love the through line from FAFO to
Hmm.
F5. Then Brock Lesnar's music hit. I mean, I popped for that. Like
Hmm.
this whole first segment, I really popped for it. I mean, I was
Hmm.
like, man, and it was so going on. There was like no downtime to it. Brock comes out, he circles the ring.
Well, he cleans fucking house.
Yes, he does. Exactly. Circles that ring, takes out everybody that's a masked man. And gosh, everybody looks so stinking small compared to him.
Because
Everyone
they
in that
are,
group.
except
Yeah.
except for the next guy that comes out.
Yeah. And then, he's about to go face to face with Seth, and Oba comes out. And I'm like, okay, now we know what WrestleMania is going to be for Brock. And I don't think outside of Brock doing a shooting star press or Brock going to the top rope, I don't think Brock's ever gotten that high ever in his life to what Oba just did to it. And I went,
Yeah.
whoa. Like that
No,
that whole
I would have,
yeah.
the only thing going back and watching them show the highlights of it, I would have
Mhm.
liked to seen him punch down on him
Yeah. Yeah.
before because he just put his hands on his head. I hate it when
Yeah.
wrestlers do that.
Yeah.
And, I hate it when wrestlers do that when they haven't been touched yet.
Right.
Does
Yeah.
that make any sense?
No, I got you. I
Um,
got you.
but um, I loved how, he's keeping an eye on Oba coming down, and
Yeah.
Seth kind of steps toward him and
Hmm.
he kind of flinches at Seth, and Seth just
Yeah.
says, nope. And he
Yeah.
ducks out and rolls out of the ring.
Yeah.
So I thought that was
Uh,
great.
I will say, man, that first opening segment was great. I love that he put his foot on top of Brock and pointed to the WrestleMania sign. I thought that was awesome. Like, okay, there we go. We got every answer that we wanted about what Brock's going to do, what Oba's going to do right there. My only critique is Oba needs to stop the dancing thing. Like, because they're doing the Oba like they do for Goldberg. Goldberg would just make that slow walk to straight focused on his opponent. Like, okay, Like stop the dancing, act like a freaking monster, and stalk your opponent and just crush the hell out of them.
Well, I've thought the exact same thing, AJ. I've
Mm.
said it's all well and good right now.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, the tribal attire that he wears too,
Hmm.
some point that's got to stop
Right. Yeah.
because then you just become a gimmick character. You
Yeah.
just become you don't want to be a you don't want to be an 80s or 90s character. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it will, but I don't know what kind of heritage or roots he actually has. Is there
Yeah.
any with the
Yeah.
character he's portraying?
I'm pretty sure,
I
I
know he was
haven't,
at Alabama and like
yeah, all
a shot
American
put
shot putter. Yeah.
and stuff, but he
Yeah.
actually is. Is it
Yes.
Nigerian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to say the with 100% certainty, but yes, he is an
Well, I didn't
African
think they really
native.
did that anymore. I thought the
Yeah.
days of that were done.
No, but no,
But
like that's his real voice, that's his real accent.
okay,
He
good.
he is not from America.
And hey, he may stick
Yeah.
with it because that's him.
Yeah.
I
And
guess. But
yeah.
until it starts getting old,
Yeah. I mean, everybody goes through an attire change, but I
yeah.
thought like that would have been the perfect moment to because he does that kind of he just stands at the entrance for a little bit,
Mm,
looks at Brock, and I'm like, dude, just walk down, don't do your
yeah.
dance, like be this
Pop your
monster.
neck a few times and let's
Because
go.
yeah, exactly. The only time that you ever saw that look in Brock Lesnar's face is one other guy,
Goldberg.
Goldberg. Yeah, and Brock plays it so well, so
Mm-hmm.
perfectly. Like you can see it in his eyes, like he is legit worried about this guy. So I thought that whole opening segment, outside of a couple little things, was absolutely perfect.
Mm-hmm.